Quite a nice view this morning across the Thames. Just before I get into the video, I want to talk quickly about this Liverpool situation. Horrendous, really awful, and I just want to share that, thoughts with everyone involved. It's horrific, absolutely horrific. Just turns your stomach, doesn't it? And the idea of football fans going out to enjoy their celebrations, and rightly so, and you see something like that, it just, it doesn't bear thinking about. My thoughts, of course, with everyone that's been affected by it, and I'm just praying for good news now. It's awful to see, and really sad ending to a weekend, wasn't it? Which is, you saw West Ham obviously finish our Premier League season. It was very tough season, so it's a positive that's now wrapped up. But yeah, of course, it's just at the moment today is more faults with people in Liverpool. It really is just a awful incident, and I'm just sending my prayers to anyone that's involved, to be honest with you, and that's all I can say about it, really, and hope for good news. Right, on to West Ham. I think there's been some positive news so far in terms of Jarrod Bowen. I mean, I've got to touch on Jarrod Bowen first. I mean, because it's kind of... It's there to discuss. I don't really have much to say on it, other than I just think this story, links of Bowen leaving, are just get a bit tiring, really, to be honest. We see it pretty much every window. I think it's just lazy journalism, in all honesty. We know for a fact that Jarrod Bowen's got no interest in leaving. West Ham have got absolutely zero intention of selling him. It would have to take an astronomical bid. I mean, we're talking 100 million plus to even West Ham to even look at it. That's not going to happen. He's 28 years old. No one's going to come and bid that sort of money. It's just a non-starter, as far as I'm concerned. But Bowen's come out and spoken about his future, because there was links to Tottenham, as if that would happen. West Ham selling Bowen to Tottenham. I mean, it's ridiculous. Anyway, Bowen's come out and basically said, look, unless the club tell him that he's for sale and he's going to believe in, he said he's just literally got no interest, he's not going anywhere. So I'm just really pleased to hear it. It's just, I mean, I knew it anyway. It's just always nice, isn't it, to get that commitment from Bowen. He's a fabulous player. And for me, he was Hammer of the Year. Don't get me wrong, Wan-Bissaka has been outstanding. He's a great player, but Bowen is just exceptional. Another great goal, wasn't it, to finish his season off? Considering where we finished in the Premier League and how our season's unfolded, it's remarkable, his numbers, what he's got. We have got a really special player in Jarrod Bowen. We're just so lucky to have him. I've questioned his captaincy at times. I do feel like at times whether that's a bit too much for him as a person. I think time will tell. I'm hoping that this next chapter of West Ham, which is a new chapter, a new era, it feels like, at West Ham now. Obviously, he's going to be a big, huge focal point of that. I don't see him losing the captaincy, but I hope that this will be a big opportunity for him to have younger players around him as well. He can help nurture them. Maybe that the captaincy will suit him better going forward. But as a player, he's outstanding. It's just nice to hear him say, isn't he, that he's got no intention of going anywhere. So yeah, I would totally ignore anything that you read about Bowen being linked, and it's the press and lazy journalism, as far as I'm concerned. It's just not worth even really talking about. But yeah, but he's come out and clarified the situation, which is good news. Also, Graham Potter's spoken as well about the summer, talking about Carl McCauley, how busy he's been already, and working very hard. Obviously, the club are working hard now to strengthen the squad this summer. It's going to be a huge transfer window. We know that. It's going to be basically a full squad overhaul. I think we're going to be talking about, I reckon, at least a 10-player turnover, maybe more. Even Potter's even talking about trimming the size of the squad down as well. Of course, we've got academy players coming back. We've got Freddie Potts. I think was going to be a key player. I've got a feeling under next season. Obviously, he's got to prove himself in pre-season, but I get the feeling he's going to be a player amongst the squad next season. There's obviously a few others as well. Talk about loans as well. Lewis Orford could be looking to go on loan. That's the talk as well. But I like what Graham Potter said. He's talked about he wants to bring their age down, but he talked about the culture of West Ham. That was a real key point he wanted to make, and making sure the right players come. He said so. There's going to have to be a bit of patience as well needed, but they feel like it's going to be an exciting window. Look, I mean, it's talk at the moment, isn't it? At the end of the day, it's proofs in the pudding. That's where we need to see how well we're going to do, and hopefully that there is going to be a sort of coherent plan in terms of this window, and the players we want to target, the type of players we want. I'm hoping we're going to see that. I feel like the players we're getting linked with are starting to get a bit of a picture of what we want to see at West Ham. It's definitely an age drop. I mean, we really seem to be linked with players that are sort of 25 and younger, which is really good to see, because you want to see a team that's growing. But it's going to be. But what I really want to see as well is that we're a bit ruthless as well how we go our business. I want us to go and get these players. I don't want us to dilly dally and dawdle and be too slow, because we haven't got time for it this window, especially with the fact we've got players to sell as well. But look, it's the season's done now, because this is the period now we can all sort of have a bit of a breather, but also now start to look forward and hopefully deliver a positive transfer window, because my word, we bloody need one. But yeah, really pleased to see the words we've got from Potter. I think he came across well. He does talk very well, to be fair to him, Potter. He seems to understand what's needed at West Ham and understand the culture and what's required as a team delivering on the pitch. But we now need to see it. That's the thing. He's been able to sort of hide behind the fact this isn't my team. This isn't my team, and I think there's been an element of sympathy from West Ham fans in that regard. He's been given a bit of a free pass between when he started, between then and the end of the season that's just wrapped up. But I feel going forward now, that's gone. You know what I mean? It's now like, right, you deliver now. We want to see a good transfer window. We want to see the team start well. We'll have a good positive pre-season and go into next season with our tails up. And look, I'm always one of those people who tries to be lead on the side of optimism, and that's how I'm feeling. I want to feel optimistic and look forward. So let's hope that Potter can deliver. And obviously, as I say, it's good news about what Bowen said. I know it's not really anything to be concerned about, worry about, but always nice to hear it. But look, have a good day, and we'll have some more news from XWH employees as the week progresses. I think we've got this is coming out this afternoon, so I'm recording this in the morning. So Tom's doing a video this morning on the lap. So if you haven't seen that, go and have a look at that. And yeah, catch you a bit later on. Come on your irons.